So we're going to work on some hand fighting skills real quick as we get warm. All we're going to do, we're going to take our feet out and focus on our head and our hands. So I just want to see wrestling stance the whole time. I'm starting inside position. I'm going to drop one hand. I'm going to circle out. I'm really focused on getting my elbow because extension is a loss of what? Power. I'm going to wrist snap and block. As I'm doing that, I'm constantly digging for head position. My head's in his what?
Temple.
Temple. I don't care where your feet are. You can be staggered, you can be square, doesn't matter. Then I'm going to go to the other side. I'm going to wrist snap and block. He's going to fight in, I'm going to fight in. Then I'm going to do the same thing. Wrist snap block, wrist snap block. He fights in, I fight in. Real simple, all right? Go out with your partner. I'm going to give you 1 minute. Go. Clear, Laser's got long arms. If I'm trying to drop and chop and it won't come off, what do we talk about? Extension is a loss of power, right? So I can move in a way to make him get extended more. How do I move? Whoa. Forward. Like this? Circle, right? We don't move backwards, only if I have to. Occasionally you do to release pressure, but it's like a retreat thing. You only do that if you have to. It's not our game plan ever. So I want to circle. Which way do I circle if I want to chop on my right so this gets longer? Left. Left. So as I'm chopping, usually a general rule, if I'm chopping his left hand with my right, I want to circle to my left. Then it can come right off and I'm right into my block. Same thing on the other side. If I want to chop this out, I want to circle to my right to chop it off. Now, I'm going to put in elbow control too. So now as he circles in, you can either fight back inside if you want to, or you can get the elbow control. But now I've got a rule to put in on your hand fight. Listen, I want to see anybody break the rule. I cannot have two inside ties. That's it. That's the only rule. I can have an inside tie and elbow control. I can have an inside tie and thumb block. I can be an inside tie and a wrist, which is the same as a thumb block, right? It's just a little lower. Or my hand can be free. But I can't be both hands here. Did I say anything about grabbing his head? Don't do it. Can't do that. Inside ties, the positions we've been. Collar ties completely different. If I could go coach youth wrestling again, I'd tell them it's a bad thing. They can grab somebody's head when they're in high school. It's a bad habit a lot of people get in. Not a huge fan of collar ties for most wrestlers. So now as I move my feet, I'm still on my wrist snaps and blocks. Can I stay here? Absolutely. Throw in a little shot fake as I go. Snapping back off and block. He comes back in. I got my elbow control. I've circled inside now. What do I have to do? Change one of them, right? I can't have two inside ties, so I've got to change my other hand. Snap him off. He comes back in. I've got my elbow control. You throw in shot fakes when you need to. Like Laser talked about, it's a little bit of a dance that you got to learn. It looks good. What we're looking for in our thumb block, he forces in, release and go. So how do I take care of the thumb block? There's a cool little trick David Taylor showed me, and something I completely stole from him. Now it's a big part of my hand fight battle. So if Coach Laser gets a hand fight on me, a thumb block on me that I can't deal with, I don't want to force my way inside if I can't, because that's probably what he's looking for, some kind of release for me to step in. I definitely don't want to take my arm behind me because that's just dumb, and I'm not dumb, and I don't want to do it. So what I do is I get my elbow back to where I release pressure, and I headbutt his bicep. Look what happened to his thumb block. It dropped, right? So instead of owning the space, which we want to do in our hand fight, don't worry about his body. It's the space between our shoulders and the space between our knees. It makes this cube that we want to own. I'll talk more about that when we get in our hand fight. If he's got a thumb block on me and I want to clear it, just headbutt him in the bicep. And I come back and thumb block him, or I come to my wrist control. You can come back to your inside tie, but normally a guy's just going to thumb block you again. So I want to control the position. Now I'm getting what I'm looking for. Head block that out. So now, partner, get a good thumb block on him. When I feel like I can't beat this thing, just headbutt. Literally, there's not much to it. Headbutt him right in the bicep. And get my hand where I want it. Can I have two inside ties? No, I got to change one of those if I do. So I haven't. Maybe he thumb blocks me on the other side. Where do I headbutt him? Now look, this is good. I'm glad Coach Laser did that. It's across my head position, right? So I don't want to hunt for it. I just roll my head to the other side. Like Coach Laser talked about, the very first thing, that head position drill. Headbutt him in the bicep, fix my hand. If he fights in, gets me on the other side, there's the thumb lock, boom, right off. I got Coach Laser, he headbutts me off, breaks his glasses, and starts pulling me. Any questions about that? Let's go out, let's headbutt through that thumb block, get our hand fight dance going, and we'll get to some attacks. Go! It looks good. So now we're going to hand fight dance, and I'm going to say get ready. When I say get ready, you're getting your hands to an inside tie and thumb block. If I'm right-handed, the one I'm stepping and attacking his leg with on my inside step, that's my thumb block. So think in your head right now, which one do I grab that leg with on my inside step? Mine's my right, that's my thumb block. Has everybody got it? So the drill is going to be hand fight dance with Coach Laser and I. We're trading back and forth. I like that thumb block thing, clear it off. Ready! So when I'm say ready, I think, okay, I'm the number one guy, I've got to get going. Coach Laser's inside tie, so I need to circle, loss of power. Now I'm ready. I'll wait for everybody to get set, and it's still, I want to check position. Because all of my fingers should be in his armpit, correct? I should be thumb blocked at his elbow, and I should have head position. When everybody's set, I'm going to say go. We're going to step to our inside step. You remember our slingshot drill? Coach Laser's being a good partner. He kicks me back. I'm right up to my feet. Read the finish. I'll leave the finish up to you. You got freedom there. His whizzer's kind of loose. What finish should I go to? Schultz. Do I just reach across? No. Wrap. What's next? Squat. Drop that shoulder below his butt. Palm across. Reverse walk back. If it's a C-step, C-step him out. If it's a flare double, flare him out. Does everybody have the drill? Hand fight dance. I'm going to say ready. You're getting to an inside tie and thumb block. We'll check position. When everybody's set, I'll say go. You hit your inside step to finish. Got it? Yes, sir. Get hand fight dancing. Go. Since we worked on collar tie yesterday and went with our snap down, we can't have a collar tie and an inside tie. If both hands are still inside. Does everybody get that? Where a collar tie is still an inside tie. Does everybody get it? Yes, sir. My hands are inside his. I can't be double inside. I can be inside tie thumb block or wrist control. I can be inside tie elbow. I can be collar tie wrist, collar tie thumb block, collar tie elbow. And then hand fight dance with your partner, get to a leg attack. Inside step single, inside step high crotch, backside knee pull. Leave it up to you. Remember what Coach Laser talked about with the dance? Kind of take turns leading, right? I'm going to lead for a little bit. He leads for a little bit. I get to the position I want. I hit my attack. I read my finish. Good, clean technique. Everybody got it?